Hello, it is I, Ramses the 800th, and I got it. I got the box. I also got the dice already. Let me roll a thematic number. 3, 6. No, there we go. Thematic number. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of ones. No, 6? Hold on. Let me reroll this. There's 1. There it is. Beautiful. All right. Now, I'm very excited for this box. This is a new... This is like a Battleforce. Yeah, Battleforce box. Oh, you can't see that. Ugh. It's a new Battleforce box right there. I think my computer's in the way. There we go. See? And I'm very excited. I'm going to crack this open because I want to look at the new robots, the Sector. I want to see exactly how tall they are. From here, they look okay. But I want to, like... It's different from, like, seeing it than holding it in your hand. But I'm going to crack this open. And is there no tape on this? Yeah, there's no tape on this. All right. I'm probably going to speed through this. But let's... Oh, get a look-see. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I already see the new Sector sprues. These are the 40 mils. These are probably for the Terminators and the Sector. Look at these guys. It comes on 2 sprues. Probably 1 for each pair, right? Because we know... I don't even know how they're going to sell these, like, by themselves. Right? This is just the full thing. It looks like it. Arms. The melted arms. Let's see if I can... Let's see if I can get this into focus. You're just focusing on my hands. You want to get into focus or no? No. There we go. You get like the melter hand. No, this is the melter hand. These are 2 melter arms. The Hellfire missile racks. The claw. I think this is the other part of the claw. Yeah, these are the feet. The focus. Focus, damn you. Whatever. So, yeah, these, and there's obviously 2 of them because you get 4 robots. And then the things, and then rubrics. You play Thousand Suns, you get the rubrics, you know, a bunch of them. And then the Exalted Sorcerers, here they are. Yeah, come here. Yeah, come here. Oh my god. It's like wedged in there, hold on. Ooh, there we go. Exalted Sorcerers. If you know the thing, you know the thing. I wonder if they updated these. Well, the stat line didn't really 6. Oh, yeah, I think they did. Hold on. I'll know by the guys. Yeah, they updated these because now they move 6. Yep, 2 AP. Yep, these are updated. All right. And then let me see this. Should also be updated too. Yeah, 2 AP. 2 AP, 2 AP. Yep. These all seem to be pretty up to date. Leadership. Yep, even the wound count. Yeah, see? Because the Aspiring Sorcerers now are 3 wounds a pop. And then the rubrics are still only 2. But then now the Sorcerer is more of like a sponge, yeah. Perfect. Disc. Discs have attacks. I don't think this is updated. Oh, it's only doing the Exalted Sorcerer. Yeah, because I don't think the disc has an attack. At least not anymore. But where are the robots? Where's the robot one? Here it is. Here they are. The new Sector robots. Very excited. I'm going to quickly... Yeah, you get all the new stat lines. I'm going to quickly put these together. I'm probably going to put 1, maybe both. Because I don't like the way they like the color, but I do like the design. This is a little, like, not cat-eared. What is it called? It's like is it dog-eared where you bend it? I don't know. But these are the rules. These are not the rules. These are the instructions. Seems pretty easy. They don't look as flimsy. Yeah, no, that's like the finished product. God, these paint design is awful. But very excited. I'm gonna probably slap together some of the robots. Let me just take this, put this out. Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'll see if I can make all right. But with this box, I would have 30 rubrics, a total of 9 sorcerers. It's pretty funny, and then I'll have 10 Terminators. But I have another box of Termies somewhere, so I can put those together, so I'll have 15. Really, very much ready for the the new rubric detachment that came out. I'm very excited. I'll be back with the built Sectar to see what they look like next to like sorcerers and all the other 1,000 Suns mini I have. So for now, I'll see you in a bit. Hello, I'm back and I built 2 of the robots. I'm now in hand mode, so if I'm shaking, sorry about that, that probably sucked. But these guys are pretty cool if it focuses. Focus, please. Oh, sorry. There we go. These guys are pretty cool. They're not as chunky. I'm gonna bring you a little closer like this, as you want them to be, right? They are kind of like thin, but they're not like minuscule. Like, I'm gonna bring out some minis to show. So let's go like that, right? So here he is next to a standard like sorcerer, like a aspiring sorcerer, right? Push him a little further back so he's a little, so almost like double his height, kind of, right? Then let's put him next to I got a Terminator right here. Forget his not fully painted self, but they are taller than a Terminator, at least a Scarab Occult Terminator. They're not like minuscule in that. I also think these are 50. I don't think these are 40 mil. I think these are 50 mil bases. Nope, they're 40 mil. I see it on the rules right below him. So these are these guys. Let's put him on next to a sorcerer on disc. Right there, right? A little smaller than the sorcerer on disc, but it's because, they're already really high. They're really tall up. We have where is he? Oh, it's right here in the background. An Infernal Master, all right? Pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Then, the main man himself, Ahriman. Again, Ahriman's like the tallest standard figure we have, like mini. It's because he's on the disc and he's really high up. Yeah, so that's Ahriman. Just for sake, here he is next to a Rubric Marine. All right, so you can see on the side there's a Rubric Marine right there. Then Sorcerer. Oops, all right. Sorcerer, Exalted Sorcerer. All right, he's a little twisty, but same kind of, right? And then I know a lot of these are basically the same height, but you kind of want to see them next to every base model we have. Sorcerer on foot, Exalted Sorcerer on foot. All right. Then we have some of the bigger guys. I could bring down Magnus, but I feel like he's a little too big. But here he is next to Demon Prince, right? Try to get him in there. Try to get him in shot. They're pretty all right. They're nothing that bad, right? Push him a little further back. Yeah, it's like up to his chest, basically. Let's see if I can grab Magnus without knocking anything over. Come on, Big Papa. There he goes. There he is. Here he is next to Father, the Big Papa himself. Let's go like that, right? Hold on, let's push these guys a little further back. Right. And then we go. There he is. Yeah, they're no slouches, right? I don't have any like. Up he goes. I have a Mutileth. Oh god, I know the camera's shaking. Magnus is directly above my head. Hold on. Ugh. I'm knocking everything over. Calm down. Oh god. Thankfully, my computer's gonna turn off. Okay, hold on. Ugh. All right. Can I grab this? I can. There we go. Here comes the Mutileth. He's a big boy. All right. Let's do this again. Right. Yeah. They're nothing minuscule. We all wish that they were bigger, right? That's like a given. Give me 1 second. All right, we got a few more things to show. A few more things that I can show that's like, here they are next to a Lord Exultant. I know he has a giant banner, but yeah. I'm trying to get like at least 1,000 points of all the other like god legions. I don't have anything for world leaders, and I don't have anything for Death Guard, but you know, I have this Lord Exultant. I like collecting characters first, so that's a Lord Exultant, right? The big Air Tough makes them about equal height, but... And for those who play Space Marines, I have a Space Marine Captain, right, with a Power Fist. One of the few minis I have fully painted, right? And then I have a Jump Assault Intercessor, all right? And my hand's getting in the way. And yeah, those are these guys. They're pretty good. Like, they come together very easy. Like, once you build one of them, you kind of know how to build the other one. They're not difficult to put together at all, right? And they are bigger than you'd think. But yeah, they're pretty fun. I know the rules are pretty fun too. You also, there's not too much like extra. Like, if you don't put on these, you get those, but then you just have like the melt hands. And if you want, you can like, I don't know, like stick them on somewhere like that. Nope, that didn't work. But like, you know, you can just line it up. Like, I'm trying to see if I can balance it like that. No, all right. But you can do something like that just so you have all the weapon options. And when it comes to like build options, you can like, the arms, like they have like a ball socket. Sorry, my hand's drifting. The arms have like a ball socket that you can twist. And these things, I think you can like change the position of them. But apart from that, these guys are pretty neat. I'm going to enjoy building the rest of this box. I'll put updates on whenever I'm done. But yeah, what's the generic YouTuber stuff? Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate everyone who comes in even for a minute, even for a second. And I'd like to bid you all a farewell.